Hello everybody and welcome to a new trading update. Currently have 9 trades in the market right now, and those that are following me or having my trades copied to their accounts should also have 9 trades in the market as well. So our drawdown is quite low. We're just over or just around 1.5% drawdown. So that's not big considering that we have 9 trades in. So 9 trades does not necessarily mean high drawdown. Although it can mean high drawdown, in this case it doesn't. And it's because that some trades are in profit, some are in loss, and right now our drawdown is quite low, so nothing to be worried about at the moment. All right, so let's look at the trades for this week, so a bit of a summary. So 0.81% profit. Not a ton of profit, but lower than normal or average. But still, can't really complain about profit, right? So I'll take whatever I can get at 0.81% profit. These are the trades that we currently have in right now that are in drawdown. So going back to the charts, I'm going to talk about the pound Canadian dollar first, and where the entries were, where the exits were, and well, where I think that the exits will be. So currently we have a bit of a range that was happening between the 1.765 level and the 1.77. Price has been bouncing up and down and around this round and whole number, at this half and whole number. Until eventually this morning it did break up. And the reason why it broke past that round number finally, we go to the news, you'll see that there was the pound had some construction PMI data at 51%, and that also caused the pound to increase in value overnight when I was sleeping pretty much, and we had more trades that were entered after that at that point. Okay, so there was also a Theresa May speech that happened, which was a pretty important speech, but it was very mixed. There wasn't a lot of good information, and there wasn't a lot of bad, and so we had a lot of this kind of action going on at this level. So it's not just the fundamentals that's causing the insecurity at this level, but it's also the technical. Technically speaking, there's a lot of resistance up at that point. And right now, the market keeps wanting to break past it, keeps trying over and over again, and then pulls back down. So you're getting a lot of push up, down, push down, up, down, and that's happening right around the half number. Who knows how much say this half number actually has, but it is around a technically speaking resistance level. So it's very interesting to see the market push up, and it just happened in this one candle where pushes up and then whips right back down. And the longer that keeps happening, people are going to realize that the sellers are protecting this area up here, and this is going to push down. I mean, it's still a possibility if the buyers keep trying to push and are just really adamant about writing this up, that it could break through. But at this point, it's looking like a pretty big struggle. So who knows if it's going to continue to range up and down for the rest of the day, which is possible. I see it more than likely going down, but you know, I'm not to be wrong. I'm not a mind reader or a market reader to know what's going to happen in the future. Although sometimes I can be right, it's still always an educated guess. Okay, so our entry for our first trade was on an inside candle setup here, right in this area, and right around the round number, which was a pretty good area for potential to push back down. But the news that came out on the pound during the night, the PMI data, did end up pushing that further, and so the news wasn't quite in our favor during the course of the night. But you'll notice that news can sometimes go for us and go against us. And we trade in a way that we can handle both situations because we don't know what's going to happen with the news until it actually happens. So it's important to be prepared on both sides. All right, so we have an order here right at the top, our fifth order, which is good because we were able to get the spike up, and hopefully that will be a good sign when this eventually goes down. But again, I don't really know if it's going to happen, if the reversal or the pullback is going to happen right at this level. I hope it does. It'd be nice. But who knows if it will technically want to extend further. It depends on where the buyers and sellers are at this heavy resistance level. All right, so let's talk about the NZD Canadian dollar. So this extended back up and started slowing, and I got a hint that the market might go on the downside. So I entered a trade, or my algorithm entered a trade right here, and it wasn't quite right. It extended further. And sometimes that can happen. It can't always be right on the first order. So that's why I entered a second position, and then a third position later on when this extended further, and the fourth, or sorry, yeah, fourth position up at the top, which was a pretty good trade right there at the top, and it did fall down at that point. But it wasn't quite enough to counteract the drawdown that was currently happening on the pound. So the pound was in drawdown because it was extending on the upside, and the New Zealand CAD was starting to move into profit. But we needed to move further into profit to counteract the trades that were drawdown trades on the pound Canadian dollar. And if we can get both pairs moving in the positive direction at the same time, then all trades will close out all 9 trades will close out and will come out with a realized profit. So what I'm getting at is each pair is able to act independently and together as a hedge if there are more than just one pair that's trading in the market at the time. Right now we have 2 pairs that are trading, so these 2 pairs are acting as a hedge to each other. And what this will in turn likely do is cause us to close out in profit much earlier than if these pairs were acting only on their own or individually or independently. So it's important to have a versatility here, and it's one big thing, positive thing to my strategy that helps it survive in the longer term. All right, so we're just waiting right now. There's still quite a bit left in the day. It's only 11:30 in the morning, and the market will start to slow down. So the initial pushes up on the upside, in most cases on Friday, they will start to slow down after lunch, so like 12 to 2 p.m. And the initial pushes that happened in the morning, a lot of times will start to fall back down. And I don't know how much this will extend, who knows, but we'll see. And the same thing probably for the the New Zealand Canadian dollar. This extend up might start to slow down, and this could start to creep back down. Who knows if we'll come out with profit today? It's okay if we don't. These trades will extend over the weekend, and we'll likely come out with profit on Monday or Tuesday. All right, I think that's it for this trading video, and hopefully I can bring you guys more updates next week. And thanks again for the positive reviews of the system so far. And if you have any questions and concerns, you can always send me a message on YouTube or on my website. And you can always check out my system also on my website if you're interested in copying my trades. All right, thanks so much, guys and gals, and I'll see you next time. Bye.